Digital 410 Productions proudly presents the Waterman and D-Train Show.
Broadcasting live from the ACT Computer Studio in Cape Coral, Florida, it's the Waterman and D-Train Show.
Hey everybody, we are back, and I was concerned when I recorded that if people would be upset that I got rid of the digitized live in Cape Coral, Florida, but we will see how everybody feels about that. We're trying to get a little more professional around here. How are you doing, Dave?
All right, buddy. I love it, man. I love that opener.
You like that?
Yeah, man.
You're not concerned about the lack of a digitized live?
No, not at all. I thought it sounded really good, man. Really did.
And joining us from Las Vegas, as always, he is our anchor man and, well, everything Vegas and West Coast.
Yeah.
Gordon Abernathy. Gordon?
How are you guys doing today?
We are
What's
doing
up,
well.
man?
What do you think about the new intro? Do you like that? Should we re-record it with Carrie saying digitized live from that computer studio?
I think it's good, right where it's at.
Yeah,
Okay,
do a couple of them, man. Just
We're
have a
going to
knockout.
come right out the gate. Let's see if he's here. We're going to bring on a friend of ours. Let's
Yeah.
give him a proper intro.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you would. Bros doing bro things.
You probably go to the dark web, don't you?
Pays
It's
to
a
have
little weird.
boobs.
This is going to be weird. Let's do it. Let's go for it.
Here he is from the Unsupervised Podcast, joining us via the phone, our new friend, Bill. Bill, are you there?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
What's
How
up,
are
Bill?
you? You don't mind I stole your theme song, do you?
No, man, not at all. I like your new intro too.
You like that? We're trying, I've been listening to your podcast, and you guys have so much production value on your show. Now, as I was
Yeah, they
busting
do.
your balls prior to this, you guys are like 100 episodes in more than we are. And so we're still coming along slowly. But, as far as I'm concerned, we're the two games in town. We're the podcast who set the Southwest Florida, game. Now, there are a few video podcasts out there, but as far as I'm concerned, they do not count.
Yeah.
I ran a search on Southwest Florida podcast, and I forgot to bring up the list, Bill, but you and I are not on it.
Get out of here, really?
It's a lot of, like, real estate shit and all that. And
Yeah,
podcast.
I've done the same thing and nothing turned up.
Really? Nothing turns up? No, none of our shows, nothing at all.
Well, I don't know about Bill's his website, but I know on ours because I built it, and I
Right.
know because I'm a computer guy. Where they get a lot of that information from is if you type in Cape Coral, Fort Myers, or Southwest Florida somewhere on your webpage. Because I
Right.
think that thing is simply using algorithms to determine what Southwest Florida podcasts are. And so maybe, Bill, maybe we need to include Cape Coral, Fort Myers on our page.
More hashtags.
And see if it
Hashtag
shows
Cape
up.
Coral. Hashtag Fort Myers. Hashtag
I'll make every other word Southwest Florida. if I
Yeah,
have to.
Southwest Florida. Hashtag Southwest Florida.
I don't know. Well, and plus the page is like something I never even heard of, so I'm not too offended by it. But I just thought it was weird that neither one of us were even listed on there.
That's funny, man.
That's okay, man. As long as we entertain ourselves and we have people listening.
Damn
That's all
right,
that
bro.
counts.
So
You're
you
damn
are
right.
one of 4 hosts of the Unsupervised Podcast, and I know the Unsupervised Podcast has been dealing with the same issues that we have been dealing with here at the Waterman and D-Train Show, and that is all parties not showing up.
Literally the biggest challenge
Yeah.
is getting 4 people together.
Oh, yeah, man.
Well, and the funny thing is my dad's going through the same thing, and Haney has said this, the reason he doesn't play in a band at his age
Oh, yeah.
is because it is impossible to get 4 or 5 adult males together on a single night to show up at the same place for multiple hours, and then you got to add a female to the mix, which makes it even worse.
Yeah, and we got Chrissy. Oh, wait.
Dude, you better watch it, Bill. Watch it, bro.
I was going to call Mick the lady in that one. but-
Nah.
Well, it's 2019. you
He's
can't
the
judge.
rocker, dude. He's the metalhead, man.
He's pure metal,
Well,
100%.
Dude, that dude is so metal,
And
man.
while we're on the topic of Mick, on I think it was last week's episode, he was complaining that he can't keep his feet dry when he's out mowing lawns.
Yes.
And he
Yeah.
said he even tries putting his feet in Publix bags and put them inside his boots, to which I'm saying, hey, stupid, that's why your feet aren't wet, because they're soaking in their own sweat.
Yeah, yeah.
Anybody who's worked like in a mechanic's garage with rubber gloves on know that those gloves fill up with water. And so the reason, or anybody who's grown up north and who have gone out sledding as a young child and thought, I'm going to put bread bags on my feet to keep my feet dry. It doesn't work because your feet can't breathe, and then they are soaking in their own perspiration. So that is where that water's coming from.
100% agree.
And the other thing you need to tell him, I don't know what kind of work boots he has, and Gordon can contest to this, as he and I both grew up wearing Doc Martens. A quality footwear, a quality boot, the tongue is connected to the outer shell of the boot at least over 3/4 of the way, and that is what prevents water from getting into said boot. And so if he's getting water into his boot, it's because he has cheap work boots and the tongues aren't connected to the outer shell.
Yeah, don't buy that shit from Walmart.
Right.
But I didn't bring you on here to bash Mick. I mean, it is what it is. We actually brought
That
you
dude's
on.
metal.
We're going to play a game tonight, but before we get into the game, let's get a little history on the Unsupervised podcast because it's the only right thing to do, and the tasty way of doing it, as our friend, the old man, would say about his diabetes and oatmeal. You've had Dave on your podcast. You've had me on your podcast, and you've given us lots of time to share our history and our lack of wisdom with your audience. What got you into podcasting, and how long have you been around?
Oh, God. I think it was about 2 years. Mick and I started it with another girl named Maya. Mick and I were in a band for years, and we liked talk radio, and we had all this spare recording equipment, so I'm like, dude, let's give it a shot. And really, it's what it was. And then Maya actually walked out on us during the recording of a show, and Chrissy joined.
I've been trying to get Dave to do that for years because it'd be great content. He just won't do it.
No, not yet, bro. No, I just can't get up and go.
Now,
she literally threw her headphones down and left us.
No, I've done that before,
And congratulations to you, sir, because you have done what I was hoping to do and I haven't done yet, which you have now moved out of your house and you have a public podcast studio space. Is that correct?
Correct. Actually, we just got done setting it up. It's more or less ready to go. It's just a little tiny office space. The garage. We did it in our garage. It was really nice because it was here, but it gets hot as hell, man.
Yeah, but the nice thing about having it in your house
it's just miserable.
Is when you have which this hasn't happened to me yet because I'm completely spent, but if you were to get motivated or get hit with something in the middle of the night you wanted to put down and get recorded, you can because the equipment's there. Now you'd have to leave, put on your pants because we know you love to porky pigment while watching TV laying on your stomach with your head at the foot of the bed, but that's neither here nor there.
How do you think I'm talking to you now?
and
No,
then you have
that's
to,
sick,
you have
bro.
to hop in your car and drive across town and do all that stuff.
Yeah, I got a little bit of stuff here because, again, we've had so much band equipment built up over the years. But I got to redo everything to kind of make it usable.
The
Very
Unsupervised Podcast is available where all fine podcasts are available. Your basics, your iTunes, your Apple Podcasts, your Stitcher, your Spotify, all that stuff. But what is your website? And you guys have matching social media titles, which I think is great, which we're too dumb to do.
Well, on all social media and everything, it's Unsupervised 03. Basically because we had 3 people on the start, and I wanted to keep it all the same, and it just happened to roll with it.
Okay, Gordon, are you ready? Dave, are you ready? Dave knows what's going on, but Gordon has no idea. Gordon, we are going to play a game, and Bill is going to join in. It's going to be 3 of you guys head-to-head.
Sweet. Get ready, boys.
Now, I mentioned a few weeks back that I want to take Bill out because Bill has a terrible palate. He has bad taste in food, and I need to tell him, show him what a quality taco is.
I heard about that.
But when I decided to do this contest, I couldn't think of a better person to join us than somebody who eats at your random, standard, run-of-the-mill, everybody knows them fast food restaurants.
Yeah.
And so this is a game called Which One of These Real Off-the-Menu Items Are Real? I'm going to give each of you...
Oh, bro.
Now, this isn't a process of elimination. If you guys have the same answer, go ahead and take the same answer because we got 10 questions plus a tiebreaker.
All right.
And so if you both think the same one's the real one, say the same one or what have you. It doesn't matter. There's 3 options for each store, so each one of you could get your own, or you could double down. It really doesn't matter.
These are local places?
This is a nationwide chain. There is one on here that
nationwide.
we don't have, but that's all right. So all right, Dave.
All right, man. All right.
And
All right, boys.
Bill.
I'm
Okay.
ready.
I hope you're ready,
Gordon?
Bill. Hope you're ready, Gordon.
Let's do it.
These are real off-the-menu items. And for those of you who don't know what the hell an off-the-menu item is, if you follow me on Facebook page, you will see I posted a picture last week on my Instagram as well, simply titled, Don't Tell Starbucks Your Secrets, because they will tell them to everybody because they actually posted their secret menu items. Now, how is it a secret if you post it? That's my question. I have more beefs about Starbucks, but we'll get to them later.
Damn.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Fast food branch number 1 is Arby's. Everybody's familiar with Arby's, correct?
Hell yeah.
Correct.
I'm going to give you 3 off-the-menu items. One of them is the real deal Holyfield. Number 1, the roast beef master. Can you go to Arby's and order the roast beef master? Or maybe you want the meat mountain. Sounds a little homoerotic, but hey, who are we to judge? It's
Yeah, I
2019.
like it.
And last but not least, If you go to Arby's and ask for the ranch hand, will they give you anything?
Dude, that's a tough one, man.
Since Bill is our guest, we will give Bill the first option. Bill, what do you say?
I'm going to go with the second one, the Meat Mountain.
Dude.
And Dave?
That's what I'm going to say, the Meat Mountain.
And Gordon?
I'm with everybody on that. I believe I know what that is. The Meat Mountain.
I think I've heard of it
Have you
before.
had the Meat Mountain before?
That's way too much.
Too much meat?
Yeah, it's probably like 2 pounds or
Assuming
something.
it is, yeah.
You know, I put the show together, but I did not have time to put together rings and buzzers. But yes, all three of you are correct.
Sweet.
The Meat Mountain is the real, true to form,
Don't worry, I'll F it up.
true to form menu item. And there's
Let's start
Dave
calling
cracking
people
his
Meat Mountain.
second natty ice for the night.
Yeah, dude.
Now, Dave claims that he hasn't drank in a while, and his
I
dad
haven't.
was feeling bad for him and was nice enough to buy some natty ice.
Yeah, he bought me some beers.
Now, Dave didn't present one to me.
Yeah, oh,
Imagine that.
dude, BS,
So
man.
I am drinking my own father's bottle of
Bro,
Crown Royal that he left in
don't
my
even.
house.
I had to, man. I was like, you know what? I need a cold beer
So
tonight.
I'm
I haven't had it
drinking
in a
Crown Royal
while.
and Coke. Okay, question number 2. We're going to the BK Lounge, the BK Broiler.
Right.
Which one of these is the real, true to form, off the menu item? If you go to the drive-thru and you say, "Hey, can I get a suicide burger?" Well, they know what you're talking about. Will you get a suicide burger? Or perhaps you should ask for Dave's favorite, the court gesture. You think Dave wants a court gesture with
Laugh
cheese?
it up, Bill.
Or perhaps you want the Three Kings. Three Kings satisfies, after all. Three Kings gets you where you need it to
I
go.
know what I'm going with.
Once again, we're going to go with Bill first.
I'm going to go with the suicide burger.
Okay, Dave.
3 Kings.
Okay, Gordon.
Three Kings seems a little too on the nose,
Uh-huh.
so I will go with the court jester.
Okay, this is interesting. The game just got real. We 3 kings be stealing the gold. That's completely made up. I
Damn.
made that up earlier after watching, actually remembering the
Because they do
George
got,
Clooney
they got
vehicle,
the
Three
Bacon
Kings.
King and all those kings, man.
Is it the court gesture? Dave's favorite, the court gesture with cheese and extra bacon. No, it is not the court gesture.
Oh, yeah.
Bill for the
Bro.
second win. See, his horrible palate is paying off because Bill knows bad menu items. So
I
Bill
know
is in the
my
lead,
shitty food.
2-1 to 1. Okay.
All right.
We all love this next place unless it's Sunday where they're closed for worship.
Ah.
You want chicken, right?
Mm.
You want to go down to the old Chick-fil-A,
Mm-hmm.
the Chick-fil-A. Now, we've just eaten a suicide burger and a meat mountain, but now we're a little parched. We need something to wash down all this meat. So we're going to go to Chick-fil-A and we're going to order their off-the-menu item beverage of choice. Are we going
Nice
to get...
cold Pepsi?
No, not nice cold Pepsi, because... See, your suicidal tendency. I was going to hop on that reference. All I wanted was Pepsi,
Yeah.
just
want
want
Pepsi. Far from suicidal.
Still got the tendencies. Anyhow, are we going to order the pina colada milkshake from Chick-fil-A? Or maybe when you're West Coast, you go to Chick-fil-A, you want the boba tea. Love a good boba tea. Or perhaps you want the blueberry cheese milkshake.
Oh, dude.
Once again, we're going to go with our guest from the Unsupervised Podcast, the only host that shows up on consecutive basis because it's recorded out of his house up until recently, and now he's facing a boycott and a takeover. They're trying to dethrone him. Now they all have keys. Now they can record when he's not around. Our friend Bill. What's your choice, Bill?
The last one sounds too gross, but I'm going to go with the blueberry cheese.
Yeah.
That just sounds nasty, but it's got to be real.
And let's go to Dave.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The blueberry cheese, man. It
Sorry,
just- it
ladies and
sounds
gentlemen. I am still
disgusting.
fighting this cold from last week. And Gordon, last but not least.
I am also going to go with the blueberry cheese just because it makes sense where that restaurant comes from.
Have any of you ever had boba tea?
No,
Yes.
I don't drink
I
tea,
figured
man.
Dave would be familiar with boba tea because
I
that is
am, but-
huge in the Korean areas of Los Angeles County where I learned of boba tea. And correct, boba tea is not at Chick-fil-A, but is found in your local Korean town.
But it's not here.
Pina colada milkshake? No.
Las Vegas.
Only way you're getting a pina colada milkshake is if you go down to Lani Kai and ask for some rum in it. All three of you correct. Ding, ding, ding. Next
Yeah.
week we'll have some bells.
Damn.
It is the gross-sounding blueberry cheesecake milkshake.
Damn, Bill's knocking him out of the park, man. Not cool.
Bill
I don't know
is-
if I should be proud or sad.
Dude, I don't know, bro. I mean, you're killing it, man.
Bill's got 3. Dave and Gordon are tied for 2. But unfortunately, there's no tie for second place. Both of you are losers at this point.
I'm used to that, bro.
So now, you just downed your blueberry milkshake. You've worked off your 3 kings. I'm sorry, you worked off your suicide burger, and you just shit out your meat mountain.
Oh, God.
But much like when you eat Chinese food, you're hungry again. So now we're heading down to Chipotle. because we want a little Southwest food. Now, when you go to the Chipotle, Dave, and you're hungry, actually, Bill, would you go in there and would you order yourself a basket burrito, a burritadilla, or Gordon's favorite, fish tacos? Now, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, only one of those actually exists.
I'm going to go with burritadilla.
All right.
Dave.
Fish tacos, man.
I love a good fish taco.
Hell
And
yeah.
Gordon.
Just to make it interesting, I'm going to go with A, the basket case burrito.
Now, if any of you have been following my Facebook page or Instagram or Twitter in the last 24 hours, you know the only person who gets a basket burrito is me because Chipotle cannot roll a burrito to save their life.
Right.
Fun fact, when I was standing in line and Aaron was fucking up my burrito, I said, Aaron, the pressure's on you because I've been to 3 Chipotles and none of them can roll a burrito to save their life, so it all comes down on you. And his coworker laughed and looked at me and said, I think this is about to be number 4. And that is correct, Aaron. You did, in fact, fuck up my burrito, and I did have to eat it with a fork and eat a basket burrito, because every time I get a burrito from the place known as Chipotle, they cannot roll a burrito, and I did suggest they send their employees down to Moe's to learn how to roll a burrito. So no, there is no such thing as a basket and burrito unless I order it. Now, I do love a good fish taco, but once again, Chipotle keeps dropping the ball. They do not have a fish taco
Get
on
outta
their menu
here.
or off their menu. So once again, running the board, I'm starting to wonder if he cheated, is the burrito dilla from our friend
Dude,
Bill and his
come
bad
on,
taste
Bill.
buds over at the Unsupervised
Bro,
Podcast.
this is
running the board.
bullshit, man.
I think
Dude,
we may
I
have to
suck at
have an
trivia all the
internal investigation.
Dude,
I'm going
he's
to
got-
contact his wife. I'm going to have her dump his Google search and see
Yeah,
if he
man.
looked up the questions. We're working on honesty here, Bill, but we'll see.
I'll go with it, though. I'll go with it.
That's
Damn
what
it.
I get for not going with my gut.
Well, in a story
Oh, I
like
didn't know they
this,
didn't
and
have-
menu items like these, you always want to go with your gut.
Yeah,
Okay, now
whatever.
the burrito dilla just didn't hit the spot.
Mm-mm.
So we heading down to KFC.
Oh, Jesus. Oh.
When we're heading down to the KFC, Gordon, are you going to order a triple down, a juicy Lucy with cheese, or if you're health conscious and possibly in the California area, maybe you want a tofu chicken?
Oh.
Once again, Bill, here's your chance to keep your reign going alive. Which one of these items is the true item on the off the menu?
This pressure's too much. I'm going to go with the Juicy Lucy.
The juicy Lucy with cheese. Let's go with Gordon and switch things up. Gordon, what do you want?
Juicy Lucy does sound interesting. Let's go for her.
And Dave.
Dude, I gotta swerve a little bit here, man. I'm going for that tofu, bro.
Tofu
I'm
chicken.
going for the tofu, bro.
Now I've got to say, Bill, I'm surprised that you went with the red herring because Juicy Lucy was a hamburger chain here throughout Southwest Florida. There was one left in North
Yep.
Fort Myers up until about 2 years ago, and now it's a Mexican restaurant. The
Yeah.
Juicy Lucy is not an off-the-menu item at KFC.
Ooh.
While we're doing the burn up, burn down, Dave dropped the ball too. There is no tofu chicken.
Really, man?
There is, in fact, the triple down.
Get out. I
Where
figured
they
they
stack 3 of their chicken breasts and their chicken sandwiches on top of each other, complete with
dude.
cheese and all the fixings.
That's just craziness.
So,
Yeah, that's insanity, bro.
big goose egg on that one. The score still remains Bill 4, Dave 2, Gordon 2, but Bill has lost momentum. He's lost faith in himself, and he's dropped the chicken. This is your chance, Dave and Gordon, to come back.
Come on, man.
Since none of us found the correct off-the-menu item at KFC, we still got the empty part in our soul and our stomachs. We're heading down to the Golden Arches,
Oh,
the
crap.
Mackie D's,
Now you're talking my language.
Dude, I don't even eat there, man.
the Mickey Donalds.
You don't even eat?
Which one of these items is the real off-the-food menu item at McDonald's? Is it the Big Ronald?
Dude.
Chicken nuggets made with real chicken? Or the Land, Sea, and Air Burger?
Get the hell out of here, the lip.
Bill, you're up first. Here's your chance to pull up your pants, pick up your ball, and run with it. Can you take it home?
You know, I really want to say the Big Ronald, but I'm going to go with the Land, Sea, and Air Burger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Gordon.
Let's make this a McTurducken with the Land, Sea, and Air Burger.
And Dave.
Yeah, bro, it's the land, sea, and air, man.
Now, how nice would it be, ladies and gentlemen, if McDonald's actually offered chicken nuggets made with real chicken?
Oh, that ain't gonna happen,
But
bro.
we know that's the red herring.
It's all cardboard, man.
Is it the Big Ronald? No, it's not the Big Ronald. We all know about the Bad Ronald, but not the Big Ronald. So, once again, all 3 of you nailed it, which brings Dave up to 3, Gordon
Sweet.
to 3, and Bill still running the board with an even 5.
Damn it, Bill.
Now we have 4 left plus a tiebreaker, but at this rate, I don't think we'll need the tiebreaker, so we will just go all the way to the end.
All right, man.
Speaking of tacos, this one's right up Bill's alley. Because after you guys consumed the Land, Sea, and Air Burger, you went home, you had a few shots, now it's getting late at night, and you need your 4th meal. We're heading down to Taco Bell, or as the kid in my neighborhood who was the hood, whose name was Rick, and he was a ginger, he called it Toxic Hell when he worked there. We're heading down the Toxic Hell. And
Dude,
let's see
I know about that
Dave's
secret
up first. Dave, you know all about the secret menu.
Hell yeah, bro.
Are you gonna purchase the Incredible Hulk, the Macho Nachos, or the Taquito Burrito?
Taquito burrito.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna
Tough
go
because Bill goes first. Bill,
Damn
what's your
it, man.
answer? The guest goes first.
Oh, no, dude, you just...
I'm gonna go Macho Nachos.
Macho Nachos and Dave.
You know my answer, bro. It's the taquito burrito.
Taquito Burrito
Orale.
and Gordon.
The Macho Nacho does sound familiar.
The Macho Nacho sounds familiar. That's because you dreamt it up in your dreams. The Macho Nachos does not exist.
Damn it.
Nor does the Taquito Burrito.
Son of a bitch.
With all the
Dude,
fanboy comic book movies out there, you don't think the same fast food restaurant who put their restaurant all over the movie Judge Dredd, the original, featuring Sylvester Stallone and Sandra Bullock, Taco Bell, would definitely go with the Incredible Hulk.
Man,
Big
that's-
goose egg on that one once again.
Dude, I can't catch up, man. This is BS, man.
Okay, so you guys struck out on your 4th meal. But if you live in a big city, there's a place.
Dude, I don't even
A
eat that
ginger
much.
lady herself who's still open late night. A place that I closed throughout high school. A place Gordon worked himself. Does this give him the advantage? We're heading on down to Dave Thomas's favorite place, Wendy's. Bill, you're going through the drive-thru at Wendy's. It's 2 a.m. in 15 minutes because you just left Taco Bell because you messed up. You're going to the one on Hancock Bridge Parkway where the Wendy's is right next door. So it was a short trip across the parking lot. Are you going to order yourself a grinder, a meat cube, or the showstopper?
Jesus.
Which one do you want, Bill? Do you want the showstopper, the meat cube, or the grinder?
The only one that makes sense is the showstopper.
The showstopper. Big Bill wants his showstopper at Wendy's. Gordon.
Let's see. Wendy's burgers are square, so I'm going to go with the meat cube.
And Dave.
Yeah, man. I was thinking the meat cube.
Okay, the grinder, that is a sub style. Hoagies and grinders, Hoagies and grinders, Navy beans, that's Adam Sandler. No, there is no grinder at Wendy's on their menu or off the menu. Bill, do you keep your lead? Yes, you keep your lead because
Dude.
you're up by 2 on these fools, but you dropped your hamburger again. The showstopper does not exist.
Oh,
Gordon
bitchin'.
and Dave bringing up the rear with the meat cube. Gordon did have the unfair advantage because he knows that Wendy's hamburgers are cubed.
Yeah, I know.
And if Gordon didn't work there, I'd say for the extra point, what type of beef is the Wendy's hamburger? It is not USDA choice. No, they are made up of retired dairy cows. Yummy.
Huh.
All right, what?
Okay, now Gordon may have the advantage on this one because I know there's no Shake Shack here in Florida. But I think we can still play along. Gordon, is there a Shake Shack out in Vegas?
I've been to one once.
Okay, Gordon's got the advantage. Gordon, when you went to the Shake Shack, did you order yourself a peanut butter and bacon shake burger? The Snack Shack Heart Attack, or the Bacon and Cheese Spaminator?
Oh,
Bill, which one of those sandwiches do you want? Are you a fan of Spam? Do you like peanut butter? Or are you looking for an early heart attack to leave your wife a widow and your kids a half an orphan?
I'm gonna go with the peanut butter D train.
Peanut butter D-Train is not on the menu, but they possibly may be a peanut butter bacon cheese snack
very
burger.
good. I love it.
Okay, let's go with Dave.
I'm going with that Spaminator thing, man.
Spaminator, because maybe they're down in Hawaii. Maybe this is a Hawaiian
Yeah,
restaurant.
bruh.
Maybe they got themselves Spam on the off the menu. And
Wow.
Gordon.
That was the peanut butter bacon cheeseburger?
Is that what you're going with?
Yes.
Is there such thing as the Snack Shack Heart Attack? Well, we do know that there are places that have heart attack burgers that have, in fact, caused their customers to have heart attack and go into
Yeah, cardiac arrest, bro.
arrest. But no, not at the Snack Shack. There is no... I'm sorry, the Shake Shack. There is no Snack Shack heart attack at this Shake Shack. I made that up 2 hours ago.
Very
Dave is the bacon cheese Spaminator.
funny. Yeah, bro.
Do you think Spam and cheese would be good?
Hell yeah.
Maybe if you're in a Oahu, brah. Or maybe if you're on the island.
Yeah, mahalo, man.
Maybe you're from the atoll of Guadalcanal in 1944 and you've been fighting the Japs for 3
Dude.
months and The George S. Eliot got sank with all your supplies, and all you have is some Spam and some cheese that you found off a goat somewhere.
That's a Samoan staple,
But
bro.
no, the bacon cheese Spaminator does not exist. That came from the deep, darkest recess of my mind a short 3 hours and 15 minutes
Dude,
ago.
that's a Samoan staple.
The game's getting interesting, ladies and gentlemen. The true is the peanut butter and bacon snack
Oh,
shack
crap,
burger,
dude.
which brings Gordon to 5 and Bill to 6.
Me at 4.
Now, I'm going to kick Dave off. No, I'm
What?
sorry. We skipped one, ladies and gentlemen. We skipped one. Dave, if you don't get this one, then Gordon, this is your chance to tie up with Bill if he drops the ball. We're going to head on down to Five Guys burgers and motherfucking fries.
Damn, Five Guys.
You ever been to
All right.
Five Guys, Dave?
Yeah,
Can you afford a Five Guys? They're pretty pricey.
Shit, no, dude.
You know, actually better than In-N-Out.
You kidding? No, dude. In-N-Out. Well, they compare it with In-N-Out, man. But In-N-Out burger rules, bro.
You're just saying that because you're from California.
I love it, dude, bro. I can't wait.
Okay, dude, bro, we're not
I can't
talking about
say
In-N-Out Burger. We're talking about the Five Guys Burgers and Fries. If you get down to Five Guys Burger and Fries, Gordon, are you going to order yourself the double grilled cheeseburger? Perhaps maybe you want the quarter pounder peanut butter burger. Maybe they're taking after the Shake Shack there. Or the Five Guys and one fry. Bill, which one do you want?
What was the first one? Let's go with the first one, the double.
Double grilled cheeseburger. Dave.
Ooh, that's a tough one, bro. I'm going with Five Guy, one fry.
I knew you would. And Gordon.
We will go with the double grilled cheeseburger.
Wait. Damn it.
Okay, Dave, we know you like 2 girls, 1 cup. But does Five Guys offer Five Guys, 1 fry? No, they do not, because I made that up less than 2.5 hours ago. You are now officially out of the contest.
Good.
Do they have the quarter pounder peanut butter burger? No, that is improperly misplaced. That shouldn't have been next to the Shake Shack question. That was a fail on my part. The answer is the double grilled cheeseburger. So now,
Dude, Bill, man.
now we got Gordon at 6 and Bill at 7. Comes down to this for all the peanuts. And if Bill, if you win this, I will follow through with my promise and I will send you over my original, unboxed, gently loved Kevin and Smith, Silent Bob and Jay action figures from my
Oh,
garage.
hell.
Are
I'm
you
sweating
serious,
over here
man?
already. Yeah,
He's
come
a
on.
huge Kevin Smith
Is
fan.
he?
I've kind of fallen out of favor with the guy.
Yeah, he's...
And they're just out on my refrigerator getting spider webs. And
All
he's
right,
got a
man.
whole collection. And so, here we go.
Damn it, man. I can't believe I'm fucking a loser again.
We just left Five Guys burgers and fries. We're in our red convertible with our questionably homosexual friend, and we're heading down to Sonic.
It's like hanging out with Mick. We're good.
Damn right, dude.
So you're heading down to Sonic, and it's Gordon and Bill. They're in the red convertible GTO, I think it may be.
Oh, Jesus.
Gordon's in the driver's seat because I don't know if Bill can drive a stick.
Oh, hell.
Because we know Dave can't.
Yeah, that's...
Dave's
that's
hiding out in the trunk, so he's hoping to lick the plates of your guys' when you're done because he can't afford anything from Sonic either because it's not 50-cent hot dog day. But after you guys just consumed your double grilled cheeseburger from Five Guys Burgers and Fries, once again you're parched. After all, you've only had one drink, and that was the blueberry cheesesteak milkshake. And let's be honest, that was pretty thick and consistent, and it goes down slow. So now you want a regular, nice, cold ice beverage on this hot 113-degree day. At least that's what it said in my black Toyota Tacoma when I got in it earlier today, and I got a picture if you think I'm lying. So fuck all you guys. So we're at Sonic. Do you order the 3 limes a lady? Perhaps you want a purple Sprite. Or maybe you're a man after my own heart, and after you leave Sonic, you're heading down to the antique store, and so you're going to order yourself an old-time sarsaparilla. Bill! Big Billy Bill. Billy Bill.
I'm going to
Billy
go with the
Bobinski
first
boy.
one, the
I'm
3
not done
lines.
saying your Bill. Billy. Okay, you're going with the 3 times a lady.
Yeah.
Okay, Gordon, what do you want down at Sonic? Now, let me say, this is your chance. Are you going to
think
risk
I'm
it
going to
and go with the same thing Bill did, which would not tie it up, which would be bad sportsmanlike on your place, or are you going to go with one of the other 2 options?
I personally hate purple drinks, but I think I'm going to go with the purple Sprite.
Okay, now you're heading down to Sonic and you're going to get an antique store. They do not have the old-timey sarsaparilla. I don't know where you can get a sarsaparilla. And no, Bill, it's not once, twice, or 3 times a lady. It is, in fact, the purple Sprite.
Both wrong.
No, Gordon,
You know, that's not a
Gordon
very
guessed the
creative
purple
name.
Sprite.
Oh, you did?
The purple
Tied up.
Sprite. Yeah, I came up with 3 times a lady. Like 3 limes a lady. Like that?
That's pretty good.
Problem is, we have ourselves a tie.
You got a
We don't have
tiebreaker, don't you?
tiebreaker question.
What do you mean you don't have a tiebreaker question?
Because we did all 11 of them because I was waiting for you. So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. This is going to be very unsatisfying for the listener at home. I'm going to write down a number between 1 and 25.
Are you kidding me, man?
The closest one.
Were you really going to go
wins.
that route?
Oh, shit,
I was just going to say pick a number.
Dude,
Okay, pick a number between 1 and 25.
that's hardcore.
I might go to number 6.
Number 6. And Gordon.
We'll do 8.
8.
Oh,
And Dave, I just circled the number I wrote down.
Yeah,
What
let
is
me
the
see.
number?
15.
Gordon is the winner. Now, Bill, we love you so, and I am a
Aw,
man that sticks to
damn,
my
Bill.
promises. So I will deliver to you the affectionately, slightly loved Silent Bob and Jay action figures.
Sweet.
Oh,
Gordon,
hell
your
yeah.
Dude, he's right down the street, but I'll just drop it
Gordon,
off
your
at his
door
house.
prize will be in the mailbox. You just won yourself some officially made and licensed digital 410 vinyl stickers for your car and a Waterman and D-Train show
Woo!
sticker.
Woo! Damn right.
Sweet.
Hey, Bill, give out all your plugs. Thank you for joining us. He is Bill. He's from the unsupervised. Hey, my Jim Beam is not my Jim Beam. My Crown Royal is
Nice.
kicking in. He is from the Unsupervised Podcast. You can find him where all fine podcasts are available. Give out your website and all your good info, Bill.
It's unsupervised03 on all social media. You can find all links to everything there. And just like we popped your cherry when you came on our show, D-Train, you officially popped my cherry. It's the first time you guest
Nice,
on the podcast.
man.
Well, before we let you go,
I got to
let's
swing by there,
Let's
buddy.
just go down memory lane.
Okay, which of these are closest correlated with penis size? Meaning which help determine the
He
size
loves
of
this
the penis?
shit.
Is it height, middle finger length, shoe size, or shoulder width?
Middle
For
finger.
correlation, I think I'm gonna go with middle finger.
Middle finger.
Middle finger, middle
I
finger.
have very small hands.
I'm going to go with shoulder width because I haven't heard that one before. And the correct answer is, drum roll please,
Moist.
Damn right.
height.
Oh.
No
Aw.
points for anybody.
So that doesn't make sense. So if you're a tall guy like D-Train, he would have a big dong.
That is absolutely
It's a
correct, Nick.
possibility.
Man, you guys are stroking his ego too hard over there at unsupervised, man.
Hey,
Broken his own.
I get in where I fit in.
You
You know what I
know?
mean?
I mean, Jesus.
Thank-
It was a good time.
Thank you so much, Bill, and I will talk to you soon, man. You guys have a good one.
You too, guys.
Thank you,
Take
Bill.
it easy. That is Bill, ladies and gentlemen, from the Unsupervised Podcast, and the winner of the
I thought Gordon won.
Waterman. No, and second place runner-up to Gordon, our local fast food aficionado of the Off the Menu Food Challenge
Right
that I
on.
dreamt up less than 2 hours ago. I think it went pretty well.
Yeah, that was good, man. That was fun having Bill on, man, from
Hey,
unsupervised.
D-Train, speaking of off-the-menu items,
Uh-huh.
and Dave should know this, being that, I do like In-N-Out. I just,
Yeah.
one
Yeah,
thing
you
they
do.
do have that I like is
I love
you
In-N-Out
have
burger, man.
animal-style
Huh?
burgers and fries.
Do what? What would you say?
Have you ever had the
Animal
animal-style burgers and fries from In-N-Out?
No, I have not, man. I
Well,
have.
Dave, Don, if you find your way out this way, we'll introduce it to you.
Yeah, just might just.
I know that's
You know.
one of the staples from
Mhm.
In-N-Out, but I never had one because I'm a basic guy, and I have enjoyed, In-N-Out.
I
I
love
do
In-N-Out
like their
burger.
fresh potatoes. I do like the fact that they cut them
Dude,
on
they-
site.
Yeah, they cook everything right there, man.
But anyhow,
So hey, real quick, man.
sure, let's get to the show
No,
now.
yeah, I want to talk about something, man, because I'm getting a little bit pissed off, and I'm mad because, there's just a bunch of crap going on, man, in my hood,
Always.
and so just to let you boys know, man, I'm hanging outside my house the other night, and I stay up late.
Just hanging out, maxing all cool, and shooting some b-ball outside
you know
of
me,
school.
man.
When a
I
couple of
got-
guys
I
who were
got-
up to no good started making trouble in your neighborhood. You got one little fight, your mom got scared.
There
said,
you
"Man,
go.
everything,
Get it
damn,
out.
blah, blah, blah."
So I got
So
my
he whistled
garage.
for a cab, and when it came near, there was a license plate on the left. Go ahead.
So let's check it out. No, I got my garage open, man, and I'm just kicking back. It's about 12:30, about 1 a.m. close to about 1. So I start hearing this buzzing sound, and I'm like, "What the hell's going on, man?" So I step out into the end of my driveway by the road there. You know where I live, man.
Yep.
An effing drone, bro. This dude is out there looking at me at 1 a.m. And I started to hear it. Well, he must have just got far enough out of range, and then it kind of went wacky and crashed right there across the street from my house.
Sure.
So I waited for like half an hour, and I'm standing there, man, and I'm waiting. I'm looking. I'm like, who in the F is, what's going? I'm tired of this crap, dude, because it's like I had zero privacy, bro. And I'm sitting there and I'm going, okay, you know, something's going on. And I waited and I went, finally I walked across the street, grabbed it. And I looked at it and I'm looking right in, you know, it's still on. So I'm looking into the camera and I'm, you know, kind of yelling at it. And then I powered it down. Well, about 20 minutes later, a black SUV drives by. And I'm going, you know, is that the cops, man? You know, or is that maybe they're looking for their drone? Or is it maybe that was a neighbor's drone? So I don't know, but I'm just kind of pissed off at the fact that it just seems as though it doesn't matter what I do or how I go about doing things. I'm always getting looked at, man.
Do you
know?
ever think maybe you're paranoid?
No, I'm not paranoid at all, bro.
Do you think possibly maybe there was a young cat who was drunk flying his new drone and he just happened to crash it in front of your house?
You know, on a Monday night, bro. Yeah, maybe so. Or you know, or yeah, because it was Sunday into Monday. It could have been. And I've thought about that. I said maybe I'm kind of getting. You know, maybe I am a little paranoid or whatever. But why does it have to happen, man? I was just kind of like, look, dude, it could have crashed anywhere else. Anywhere else but in front of my effing house, man. Right? And not only that, it's hovering there for a little bit. And I'm standing there and I'm kind of looking at it. And it's just looking at me and I'm looking at it. And then it just got far enough out of the way, man. When it started doing some crazy ass shit and crashed. And I went, ha! I was like, you bastard.
Well, I told you about the time we were all out there swimming at my brother-in-law's house.
Yeah.
And the drone started hovering out above the pool.
That's what I'm
when all
saying,
the adult
man.
women came out.
But what I'm getting at is it's like 24 hours a day. These drones are flying around now, man, and everybody's got one. Everybody can fly one. There is no regulation against it, and people are looking at each other. They're spying on each other. You know, it's just crazy, man. I think it's just it's getting a little bit out of control because they're flying around everywhere, man. They're everywhere. I don't know, dude. I don't know. It just pisses me off.
And it's you know, but hey.
But they didn't come looking for it, which bothered me. But the only thing that bothered me is an unmarked, you know, police vehicle running by my house, man. And I'm going, you know, what's up, man?
Yeah, but if that was a police drone, it would be super, super expensive and highfalutin.
Yeah.
And they would have definitely
They would have stopped.
Picked it up.
That's what I'm saying. So I stood out there and waited.
Chances are, just the dude who crashed it had no idea where it landed, so didn't know where to look to find it.
Well, I looked up the drone, right? So I went online and looked, and I said, "What's the range of this thing?" And I typed it in, and it was 100 meters.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, 100 meters. And then the guy test flew it, and it went 150 meters. So I'm looking around from my house, going 150 meters, you know, a radius, kind of looking around, and I'm going, So there could be any one of a numerous amount of neighbors over there.
Sure.
But I got a lot of cops in my neighborhood, too.
Give out the phone number real quick in case anybody wants to join in. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
dude.
Gordon.
So there's nothing wrong with having a lot of cops in your neighborhood.
Not when you're up to no good all the time, man.
Dude, bro, if you're me, man.
Buzzkill.
Yeah, if you're me, dude, it's you know, I mean, I've got a great reputation with local law enforcement, man. They know me, I know them, I know quite a few of them personally, you know, because I talk to them all the time. Because they'll just stop and say hello, man. I mean, they'll shine their lights into my garage and stuff, and you know, what are you doing? And you know, I'm just chilling, man.
Chill like a villain on
You know,
penicillin.
so I go out and I talk to them. Happens all the time, man. Yeah, you know, there's been a lot of burglary stuff going on around. Yeah, I get it, man. It's all good. Ain't nobody gonna mess with my stuff, man. I'll kill them.
Yeah.
You know.
You mean you don't walk up and say, "Hey, am I on live PD? Am I on live PD?"
No, I don't do none of that,
County
bro.
law. County law.
No, I don't go county law. No, man.
County law.
I'm just like, what's up, man? But yeah, all right, real quick, yeah, you guys want to get in touch with us? Area code 239-298-0054, 239-298-0054.
So I'm having something that's bothered me over the last year that could end up being my demise.
Right on. I love crash and burns. What do you
What's
got?
that?
Fucking stairs.
Oh, yeah?
What are they doing to you?
I have injured myself 3 times in the last year. I am missing either the last 1 or 2 steps coming down.
Ooh.
Don't you count?
I usually got other shit going on in my head. Let's take you back. The first time I was going down the steps at the gym,
Uh-huh.
a nice ass kind of caught my attention.
Hey,
Thus,
now.
I had a really hard plant that it jacked my knee up. I
I'll
didn't
learn it.
fall, thank God. 4 weeks ago, I'm coming off of my hot tub. It's semi in ground, and it's got stairs. And I was in flip flops, and I missed the last step, twisting my ankle, blowing it up to 5 times the amount, bruising it for about 3 weeks. And then yesterday we were painting our house because we're getting our floors done. Yeah, if you're getting your floors done, you might as well fucking move.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
I'm
man.
walking down the steps with paint in my hand. I'm looking up, looking for some places to touch up. I missed the bottom 2 fucking steps.
Ooh, twist your ankle.
Thud.
I actually jacked my right shoulder up because I ended up trying to catch myself on the rail. But the good thing is I did not spill a drop of paint.
Oh, so you kind of like half endoed.
Oh yeah, it was full shoulder roll into the
Right.
wall in front of me. But yeah, I jacked myself up pretty good. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, okay, it's usually something's distracting me, but is this a sign for the future?
Oh man.
It could be, because as I think I explained a few episodes back, the older I get, for some reason, my parking's getting worse. I'm starting to become that guy who's parking
Really?
5 feet back off the parking block, and I don't know why.
Dude, I noticed you parked way down your driveway, man. Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, because I mowed my lawn today.
Okay, I was about to
and I
say,
need to get
because
my lawnmower out of the
unusual.
garage, and then I also pulled in so that I can mow the grass along the
So you-
edge of the driveway without
Alright.
scratching the side of my car.
I was coming around the corner.
Did your feet stay dry?
Yes,
God.
my feet did in fact stay dry.
Very good. Yeah, because I was coming around the corner.
damn kids, get off the lawn!
Yeah, man. Your neighbors need to take care of that too, by the way. Jesus.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Good news, ladies and gentlemen. I think Timmy is officially out of
Yeah.
the neighborhood.
Bro, hey,
Yeah.
man, quietness. Maybe, we'll be able to do some stuff, man.
Yep.
Now,
I-
do you think that was his choice or he
No.
was shown?
No.
The house across the street has been up for sale forever and a year. And I think that the real estate agent finally got tired of it and dropped the dime on him.
So,
Probably
yeah.
with the company, the property management company, and got rid of him because he's definitely gone.
Yeah, because
The
there's
only sign of him ever being there is the Audi is still broken down out in the field across the street, and there's still a stack of tires on the side of the house.
they
But-
mowed the grass, man. It's all clean. I mean, like, they've mowed the grass. It looks like they've cleaned up quite a bit. When I came around the corner this evening, I was like, I was like, boy, that house looks awfully different than the way, it used to be party pad over there,
Mm-hmm.
All kind of kids and everybody hanging out, couches out front, everything going on. But now it's all cleaned up, man.
Yeah, before we started the show, I recorded a new sounder, but I don't know where the hell I saved it at. But anyhow, we'll save that for next week.
We'll get it going. We'll get it going.
Yeah, I noticed something the other day. I was going through Starbucks drive-thru, and the chick in the window took her ear gauges out and was letting her floppy lobes grow back. And I got
Get
to thinking,
out.
I haven't seen
They don't-
ear gauges in a while. I haven't seen them like you used to. Are they growing out of fashion now?
I think they are. I've seen a lot of floppy lobes lately.
I
with
haven't
holes-
seen-
Really?
holes in them. Yeah.
I mean, I used to see ear gauges all the time, at least one a day, and I
Yeah.
haven't seen them. I haven't seen them in a while.
I know.
that should grow back.
Slowly.
Yeah, I had a buddy that started stretching his out, man, and then it snapped. You know what I'm saying?
Ugh.
And it became two like fangs.
Gordon and I knew a girl in high
snake
school.
tongue.
She pierced her tongue, and when she was sleeping, somehow the bar got on the outside of her teeth and got caught on the top and lower, and she retracted her
Shredded
tongue
it.
and basically split the tongue in
Yeah,
half.
sounds like a snake tongue, man.
Uh-huh.
The same happened to this dude, and I was like, man, that sucks, man.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, I would never do that. You got your ears pierced?
Yes and no.
Both of them?
Yeah, I had
Because I have both mine.
two on my
pierced.
left and two on my
Really?
right and 3 on my left. I let them.
Really?
I took out my tongue bar the day I started working at Stand and Handy.
You had a tongue ring, dude?
My tongue was pierced from the age of
I
16 up
never
until the
knew
day
that.
I started working in radio. I didn't want it clicking on the
I
microphone.
never knew that.
I took it out. I had my ears pierced, even when I worked at the radio station. But one day I had the same surgical steel earrings. I had them in since like the 90s.
Yeah.
And one day I just took them out because I got tired of looking. I wanted to change it up.
Yeah,
And
it's just, it
I
gets
ended up
old.
giving them to my daughter. I was like, they serve their purpose. I
Yeah.
had them in there since I was 16. I'm like 33 now, so I had them in there for like 16 years. I just took them out and never put them back in.
Wow.
I had 2 in each lobe and then 1 in the cartilage on the top left, but that one sucked when I
Did
was
you
sleeping.
really?
Yeah, back in the 90s.
No shit.
I don't have a single tattoo, but I did go the piercing
You don't have a
route.
single tattoo?
Virgin skin.
Dude, I got tattoos everywhere.
I
man.
know you do. Well, here's the problem: is one, I am kind of good at drawing,
Bro, draw me a tattoo, man. I'll get it done.
but I'm also smart enough to realize that most people's tattoos I see, I can say to myself, "Well, I can do a better job than that." And
Yeah.
I'm smart enough to realize that a tattoo of quality of drawing that I can't do is one that I cannot afford. And
Yeah,
so I don't want
I
to
see.
get a tattoo just for the sake of having a tattoo because I
Yeah.
see a lot of bad fucking tattoos.
Oh, yeah, man. Getting tattoos done. Gordon, do you have any tattoos?
And you're talking to a guy who hung out with 3 or 4 of the guys from Ink Master TV show when
And you didn't let them. Oh man, bro.
I
Who
had
was
the-
the guy that did the one across my chest here? Remember?
Chris, I forget his last name.
Remember
he was
when we
on
did that?
Ink Masters Series 6, I think.
Is that who that was? Yeah, that was funny.
I had the privilege of meeting Clint before he passed away of cancer.
Oh man.
He was a great guy. But speaking of Starbucks, we brought them up earlier.
Oh, sorry about that.
And I've brought this up a few times, but me and my younger daughter, we were at Starbucks today watching my older daughter's boyfriend work, and she wasn't there. And as I've complained before, Starbucks is the company who started the write your name on your shit stuff.
All right.
They started that back in the 90s because they get so busy, they putting cups down, they would just write Dave on the side or whatever, the Sharpie.
Right.
And a lot of them still do, or what they do now is they print your name on the sticker and then they stick the sticker on the cup. But this particular branch doesn't ask for people's names. I've complained about this multiple fucking times. But we're sitting there watching today, and there's a drink and some food sitting at the landing station, and the guy delivers. He's a Generation Z, has no social interaction skills, can't speak up, can't enunciate himself.
Really?
White chocolate mocha.
Right.
White chocolate mocha.
Scared to be like that.
And this chick's sitting there, and she looks at him and says, "I'm waiting on my egg whites." And he walks away.
Jeez.
And me and my daughter are sitting there laughing. I look at her and say, "Well, if there's only a method of fixing this problem where you write people's name on shit, oh, wait a minute, they're used to
Fire the guy.
And finally, the lady walked down to him, and he walked back up there, and it basically had been sitting in front of her for 5 minutes getting cold because, once again, they don't ask people's fucking names anymore. And two,
did she start bitching?
No, she just grabbed and walked away, but that shit was cold.
Oh, yeah.
Any insight into why they don't at that location?
No, I can ask, but once again, the other problem was the kid landing the food. He was so timid, he didn't want to speak up.
Yeah.
And there was a green tea sitting there, another drink, and another food item. And there was a Hindu lady and her daughter sitting over by the window. My daughter's like, I wonder whose stuff that is. Like, probably theirs. And then finally, the other lady came over to the green tea and blah, blah, blah. And they finally heard them. They came over once again. Their shit's been sitting there for 5 minutes. And it's like two things. One, you guys are in the weeds. You got people in here waiting on their crap. There's 5 items sitting up here. No one knows who it is because you stopped asking names, even though your company started the whole policy of writing names on people's shit so they know whose stuff is whose. And 2, your expediter is so goddamn scared to talk in public that he can't even enunciate loud enough so that the people sitting in the lobbies on their laptop know when their drinks are available. It's like, holy hell.
Yeah, man, that's some bad management.
Perhaps maybe little Stevie shouldn't, not Stevie because that's Katie's boyfriend's name. Maybe little Marcus
be careful.
shouldn't be put on expediting when he can't call out a name louder than a mouse fart.
Yeah, let this guy get in the back and
because you got
prep.
coffee's getting cold, you got iced coffee's getting hot, and you got food getting cold.
Let him do
because
prep.
He can't raise his voice to call out a name.
Get somebody.
I'm sorry, you don't ask names, but call out the order so that people can come get their crap.
I don't know
I don't
what
get
are they. What are they? I don't even go to Starbucks, dude. What do they say? Like number 23.
No, what they used to say is Don, your white mocha coffee.
Right, Don,
now it's just,
white mocha.
I got a grande white mocha hot, extra shot.
White mocha hot.
I got a blueberry muffin,
Yeah,
but
blueberry,
they used to call people's names, but now it's, I got a grande.
Dude, that's crazy, man.
I'd walk up to him and say, "Look, you can't announce."
No, I was just sitting there laughing because I knew when my stuff come up.
I need you to knock $1 off of this overpriced coffee.
You know why it's overpriced? You know why that coffee's so overpriced?
Dude, what?
If you order a grande white mocha hot with an extra shot, they make enough to fill the venti cup and they pour the rest on the sink. So you're basically paying for their overages
going down the sink.
Yeah, because they basically make enough to fill their large cup, fill your small cup, and then pour the rest of it down the sink.
That's stupid, dude. I can't afford that stuff. I mean, if I get a coffee, bro, I typically go to the gas station, man. You know, I don't buy the Starbucks stuff. It's just too expensive.
Gordon, you never had a house party at Dad's house, did you?
I did not. I just had some small gatherings, but
what would you consider a small gathering? How many people?
3 or 4 of us at the most.
Oh shit!
I only had one house party, and it went horribly, horribly wrong.
Dude.
Well, remember who our neighbors were,
bro.
Well, it wasn't the neighbors with the problem.
Would they rat on you guys?
No, it was one or two of my. Well, it was actually one particular house guest, a guy who ironically now is a born again Christian. But
yeah.
Go ahead, Dave. Let's hear about your
house
party gone bad.
Bro, I've had full-on blowouts where people were pouring gasoline down ant holes and lighting it on fire. My dad actually. This is what I got to set this up, dude, because I probably had 200 people. This was bad, man, because my dad, Anheuser-Busch came out with this beer called Colders 29 in the early 90s. Now, my dad had won 2 pallets full, and he brought them to the house, bro. And we had the guy from the beer trunk company set them in the garage, man.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, there's 2 full pallets of beer, and they used to go off every weekend. They'd take off, boom, every weekend, man. They'd go stay on the boat, go out to the boat. They'd leave, Friday afternoon, bro. They wouldn't come home till Sunday night, or when they would go on vacation for movie stuff that my dad had to do, they'd be gone for a week. Well, he just happened to go on this movie thing. He was gone for a week, dude, and I drank a pallet and a half of fucking beer, bro. Blowout every day for probably 6 days. Oh, dude.
But that's not gone wrong. My question
it went
was,
wrong.
have you had a house party?
Yeah, it
gone
went wrong. Oh, it went real wrong, man, because people started lighting fires and, stuff started going on. It got bad, bro. It got bad.
I had one house party. My parents went out of town, and my girlfriend was staying the night, and I had a few other people there. And one gentleman, we'll just call Steve, got drunk and decided that he wanted to do me a favor because I had my 1991 Chevy S10 base model.
Nice.
And he thought it would look really, really great with a tonneau cover. The only problem is he didn't have a tonneau cover. But my neighbor did, down at the end of the street on the left. His
Not
Ford
cool.
Ranger had a tonneau cover.
Oh.
But as you may know, a Ford Ranger and a Chevy S10 are not
Totally
the
different.
same truck, not
Yeah.
the same size, and sure as hell not the same width and depth on the bed. And so he not only stole the tonneau cover off my neighbor's Ford Ranger, but decided to take the toolbox out of the back.
No.
I have not heard this.
Not the bed box, but just a regular handheld toolbox.
This was at the house party this dude started to... What the
Now,
hell?
did Steve bring the tonneau cover and toolbox into my house where it could be secured and out of sight of said neighbor who was down on the left, who graduated with Gordon, who had the basketball hoop? No, he did not.
No.
He thought, you know what? I'm drunk. I got this tonneau cover and his toolbox from my friend Don. I'm going to put it in the back of his truck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen that happen, man.
So guess who was surprised when he woke up in the morning and his neighbor Chris is knocking on the door wanting to know why in the fuck his tonneau cover and toolbox
Into
in the back of my truck. Which I wasn't aware this had gone on because I was upstairs getting laid while the rest of them were being assholes. Another gentleman decided it would be a good thing to huff the Freon out of my dad's air conditioner.
Yeah, dude.
And then Steve, not being done with his quest of trashing my neighborhood, decided to steal the beloved concrete geese of the Midwest housewives. Back in the 90s, there was a big fad that went around, especially in Grove City, Ohio.
Midwest Housewives sounds hot, man.
They would go down to the flea market or to the concrete molding company, and they would get like an 85-pound concrete goose. And they would set it up on their front yard, and they would dress it up in different clothes. OSU,
With the seasons like
Ohio
fall
State
and shit.
Buckeye football jersey,
Oh, okay.
or in wintertime, it'd have on its little witch outfit for
Santa
Halloween,
outfit and
Santa, the whole
Christmas.
nine. Now, me and my friends, we would have fun, and we would just switch them up, or just move them throughout the person's yard, but we would not steal them all together. Steve stole my neighbor's, put it in my front yard again. So now I have a stolen tonneau cover, a stolen toolbox, and a stolen 80-pound concrete goose. But I will save props to Steve, being the bad drunk he is. He is a good guy sober, and he took the hit when the cops came a knocking because Chris did, in fact, call the cops. Steve took the hit. Steve took everything, and my parents never found out.
Really? That's cool, man. That's a good thing.
But I don't know if they ever had to refill the Freon in the damn AC handle.
Of course they did, man. That R22 is not cheap, bro.
But yeah, we had people huffing Freon, people stealing car accessories off of Ford Rangers for my S10,
yeah.
and stealing concrete geese. Needless to say, I did cover it up and hide it well.
Yeah.
And I did get laid
Do I
that
know
night.
Steve?
Yes, you do.
Were you at that party, Gordon?
He was a great skateboarder back in the day.
Were you not at the party, Gordon?
No, Gordon lived in Montana at the time.
Dude, what the hell are you doing in Montana, man?
Snowboard, man. Living the
In
dream.
a ski resort town.
Oh.
Him and his buddy hopped in like a 1972 Volkswagen microbus.
Right on.
And drove across the country and lived at Big Sky, Montana at the ski
No
resort.
shit.
That's
I didn't
where he
know
learned
that.
how to make omelets.
Right on,
That's
man.
where he became an electrician.
Oh, that's where you got to your journeyman's license?
No, that's where he got the start.
That's
You
where you
tell
got
the
your
story,
start.
Gordon.
I actually got to start in Ohio, but I did go back to Montana. Went back to work at the resort. The guy running the resort's basically the engineering department was actually an electrician from Detroit, Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
and he ended up starting a company, and I was the guy plucked from the pool of questionable candidates, and rest is history.
And if you want to hear more about Gordon's successful life, you can hear it on episode 3 of the Failed to Fail podcast. Simply go to failedtofail.com. That's FAILED to FAIL.com, or go to d-410.com. And while you're there, go ahead and click on that Patreon link and sign up for a tier. You can join the Dollar Baller plan. As the name implies, they take $1 a month out of your plan. You got the Ballin' on a Budget, $3.50 OG5 plan. That's $3.50 a month. And the Long Arm Deep Pocket plan, that one will award you a free t-shirt on the second month. And sign up, and I'm about ready to upload some exclusive video content about a video shoot that did not go the way we want, but we can't make ourselves look good all the time, so I'm going to share the embarrassment with those of you on Patreon. That should be up within a week. And as always, thanks to our friends at Act Computers for sponsoring the studio and sponsoring all the podcasts on the Digital 410 network. Those podcasts include the Waterman and D-Train Show, Fail to Fail, and the What's the Scuttlebutt podcast. Act Computers has been servicing all of Southwest Florida since 2004 and specializes in small businesses and as well as veterinary clinics and other medical offices. Whether you need network expansion, server rollouts, computer repairs, laptop repairs, screen replacements, cell phone replacements, Wi-Fi footprint expansions, anything tech-related, give them a call, 239-283-1120, or go to their website, act-capecoral.com. You can also find them on Facebook at Act Computers. That is 239-283-1120. And as always, if you don't live in Southwest Florida, they can still help you by logging in remotely. We have done that for a few of you, and thank you guys so much for utilizing our sponsors. That's Act Computers, 239-283-1120. And as always, when you're at d-410.com, go ahead and click on the Amazon link, and there's also one on WTSP and Fail to Fail as well. It's all the same link. Save one of those links to your toolbars or your favorites or your desktop, and whenever you shop on Amazon, and the only reason I'm doing this plug is because I want to play this, they will not charge you a...
Hell yeah.
But they will give some to us, and once that balance gets up to a cool $100, they will send it our way, and we are not there yet. So please go to Amazon, order something. It will not cost you a single, but they will send us to us, and thank you so much. And for those of you, school's back.
Yeah.
The kid's on the football team. He's crushing it, but he needs some athletic apparel. He needs some spats for his cleats. He needs visors for his helmet. He needs workout gear. And your daughter's running. She's running cross country. She's getting sweat in her eyes. She can't see. She's bumping into the kid in front of her. She's making an embarrassment of herself. She's tripped over 4 hurdles because her hair and her sweat's constantly getting in her eyes. Why should you embarrass her? Go to sleefs.com. That's SLEEFS.com. Enter the promo code D41040. See a theme going here, people? D41040, that'll save you 40% on your entire shopping cart, not just a single item, but the entire shopping cart. And once again, it won't cost you an extra, but they will send some to us. And once again, we got to get that cart to the same number before they'll send money our way. We're halfway there. Thank you guys for utilizing that. And by the way, thank you to the Periscope world. Yeah. Periscope TV is blowing up. Our YouTube channel, which, by the way, we are now qualified for a unique URL, and it's no longer youtube.com / blah, 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 numbers, characters, letters, numbers, characters. It is now youtube.com / C / digital 410. We're putting a lot of videos up there and a lot of content. I know Dave will get to some to us here in the next 5 years.
Holy shit, I see it.
And Gordon will get us some content to us. But that's everything, and that's everything. And speaking of Gordon, are you ready?
Let's do the news.
More important, Dave, are you ready? Because you got a job to do.
I know what's going on, bro.
Here we go. Joining us live from the WD410 News Desk in Las Vegas, Nevada, the future home of Stan's wedding. Here he is, Gordon Abernathy. Gordon!
Remember the story about the angry bitch who pushed the old guy off the bus?
Uh-huh. The one who killed him?
Yeah. She killed him. Well, fortunately,
she killed him dead.
Yeah, she's in a load of trouble. But has actually been an anonymous donor paying for this 74-year-old gentleman, Serge Fortner, who died after being pushed off the bus earlier this year.
Paying for his funeral?
Not paying for his funeral, but paying for a few trees and a plaque, which is good. Dozens of people did have a garage
paid
sale.
For? Because if the guy is buried in a coffee can somewhere and some asshole is like buying plaques in a park bench, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah, right.
Well, could be. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't go that deep on the story.
Never do, because journalism is dead. That's right. I've said it here. You've heard it here, not first, but 538,000th time, because people say it everywhere. But journalism is dead.
It is dead.
Everybody's
Except
a
for here on the
journalist.
Waterman D-Train show, because we had the last journalist alive in all of the United States, and that is Gordon Abernathy. Gordon!
How about that? Anyway,
Damn
so
right,
many
Gordon.
members of the community were shocked by the video of the man being pushed off the bus. As a result of this, dozens of people had come together to have a garage sale.
Come
A few-
together
Right
They were having a garage
now
sale
for
Over me.
Steve. What's his name again? Sergio.
That doesn't rhyme.
Serge Fortner.
Serge Fortner. Serge Fortnite.
Yeah, no, that's more
There you
like
go,
it.
you'll remember that. Anyway, they had a garage sale a few weeks later, and several $1,000s were raised to help pay for his funeral and to help his longtime girlfriend out. Moving on, we know that everybody seems to be fleeing LA.
Yeah, bro.
There
Hardcore.
Actually, an apartment community in Los Angeles that is advertising for people to move to Vegas.
I believe it.
I think you have a flyer in your folder
Do
there,
it?
Dave.
Oh, okay. I don't
It's
know.
called
where-
House.
Yeah. Well,
Westland
Westland
right
there.
Apartments, who owns 1,000 properties in LA, or is it LA,
yeah.
and 10,000 in Vegas, began distributing leaflets earlier in the month, encouraging tenants to move to
Zoom out a
Vegas.
little bit.
Yeah.
And according to the Westland rep, they did this because the amount of applicants wanting to move to Vegas would help them out in with prospective tenants, and not having them have additional deposits if they were transferred from one city to the other.
So this is the flyer that's outside that apartment complex.
Yeah, they're getting
Las Vegas has jobs. Nevada's experienced the fastest employment growth in the nation, is looking for workers, especially those in construction, healthcare, and technology. Las Vegas is the most visited city in the United States, with a thriving tourist industry that created a strong and growing local economy. The city is investing in infrastructure and transportation upgrades. North Las Vegas has become the new national distributor of epicenter, with businesses like Amazon, Walmart, leasing industrial spaces and creating jobs. What we don't tell you on this brochure is if you move to Las Vegas, your house will get broken into in a short 6 months.
Listen to this, man. It's almost less expensive than freaking Estero,
Go
man. The average monthly rent for a 2-bedroom apartment at the Westland Las Vegas community is $825. Now I know a 1-bedroom in Estero right now is $1,200.
I know a one-bedroom in Cape Coral is about $900.
Yeah, that's pretty
Seems
damn
low.
good.
That makes me almost think that they may be a lower income area.
They're
Because,
probably government supplemented, because the only picture on this is the picture of the pool, and the apartment in the top
Yeah, I
left
see
looks
it
like
now.
a no-tell motel.
It does.
With over
Yeah,
100, with over 10,000 units in the area, we're offering everything from studio to 3-bedroom townhouses with a variety of in-demand, I like that, amenities like swimming pools, gyms, sports fields, and play areas.
Just like our Los Angeles sister communities, Westland's Las Vegas apartments offer well-maintained communities with clean grounds and professional staff.
Many Westland communities have schools nearby, and some are within walking distances, so your kids can get abducted on early school mornings. A great bonus for families looking for a new home.
You'll get upgraded homes with more square footage and more amenities for a price that meets your needs.
And my favorite, Las Vegas is fun.
Lots of fun.
The cost of living in Las Vegas is much lower, and with no state income tax, you'll have more money in your wallet to gamble at the casino until you end up homeless sleeping on the street.
Take advantage of living in top vacation destination by booking the spa treatment, seeing a show, going to the museum, or riding the tourist attractions.
And if you go off the strip, you can find the world-famous Mexican donkey show. As
My
well as the
favorite.
world-famous nightlife. Vegas is surrounded by amazing national parks like the Fire Festival State Park, Red Rock Canyons, Lake Mead National Restoration Area, and the lake that has all the water removed, because we are still providing city water to the city of Los Angeles.
Damn right. Love that Colorado River.
and it's actually up 15 feet this year. That's great.
All right.
Good job, gentlemen. So moving on, scam calls. So last week I was getting a lot during. There was one
Yeah.
day I got like six
I got
or
it.
seven. And thank you T-Mobile
where the
for
hell?
saying scam likely across my screen. But I listened to the
Fun
the
fact
voice
about the
memos.
scam likely, real quick. T-Mobile invented that. They figured out that they can determine the algorithms are different from the starting destination of the phone call to the last phone call, and so they're actually hoping to sell that technology to other ISPs or phone SPs. And as of right now, the only people who actually are familiar with the scam likely, as my 12-year-old daughter says, Sam Likely, her boyfriend, is T-Mobile users.
Exactly. So last week there was one day that I received no less than 6 about my Social Security number being suspended. On the last call, I decided that, you know what, I'm going to play along. I got to the guy, and at this point, it was pretty short with him. I said, hey, you guys are really persistent with your fucking scam.
Right.
He promptly hung up. And believe it or not, I haven't heard back. But as we become adept at avoiding these scam calls, scammers have been upping their game. And their goal is simple. Get you to pick up the line and stay on the line. And offer you tricks to rip you off. And what's funny is people, how are they falling for it when you, I need you to go and get a gift card. You know, to me, that's, why would you even?
And it's so funny because it's always the
for that
Walmart Green Dot gift card.
Right, yeah.
And I saw a new commercial on TV for the Walmart gift card, and I'm going to make a spoof commercial. We're going to do one for the show where we're talking about Walmart Green Dot gift card, how it is the preferred gift card for internet scammers.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make up that commercial.
Yeah, absolutely.
What's interesting is these scams are actually being designed for the scammy, and unfortunately, the situation for us is going from bad to worse. Nearly half of all mobile calls this year are expected to be a scam call.
Really?
It's probably not covered in that story because landline is dead, but especially after my office manager passed away, whenever you call 239-283-1120, it forwards to my cell phone. There's a hint for y'all.
You all right?
And 85% of the phone calls that go to that landline from my office number are either scam likely calls or just complete BS calls, and it's getting insane.
Yeah, I get you know me, I change numbers all the time, man, and I constantly get them no matter what number I change to. I get my phone's constantly ringing with scam calls, man.
For those of you watching on Facebook Live is acting like shit again, but the good news is YouTube is going strong. So I just posted a link in the chat if you want to just go ahead and leave Facebook and go to YouTube or even Periscope or Twitch. You can get the full stream there. It is not my network. It is, in fact, Facebook, because I'm watching YouTube on my phone connected to my 4G and not my Wi-Fi to make sure everything's clean. So go watch it there. Go ahead, Gordon.
Oh, yeah.
The problem with these scammers are calling you with these scams, as I said, was designed for you. And according to, it's a cell phone security company called First Orion. They're saying that the scams calls are down from 2018, but the problem is they're shifting from quantity of calls to quality, and they're using confidential information that was exposed in massive data leaks, like the recent Capital One breach, to create a more believable scenario.
Yeah, and usually the
I can see
call
that.
usually ends in this way. What we need to do is secure your information servers. I need to log in your computer and install some security software. And they'll send you to a website and they will log in. And they will, in fact, download a trial version of some quality antivirus program. But what they do, and the trick is, they need you to register, they need you to pay for it. And they can see your screen. And so as you're putting in your name, your address, your phone number, your billing address, and your credit card number, your CVV2 number, and your expiration date, they're writing all that shit down. And that's how they get your credit card information.
That sucks, man. That's bad. I hear the state of Florida and Nevada are like two of the number one states though for those the scam calls though.
The thing that I realized back a long time ago when I started doing computer repairs, I'm basically a beer stein repairman in a world full of alcoholics.
Why do you say that?
But in this scenario, these alcoholics can't drink from anything but that particular beer stein, and so when I have their computer or beer stein on my bench, they need it back because they got to get their fix.
Right.
Now, obviously, when you have a company like Act Computers and you specialize primarily in businesses, the businesses get the priority because whenever you have their computer, you're affecting their business, so that I got to get theirs done first. But I don't turn residential computers away. I had this gentleman that every time I go to his house, he's playing solitaire on his computer. And his computer's an all-in-one. It's basically a over-glamorized tablet.
Right.
It has a collapsible stand. You can pick it up, unplug it, it has a built-in battery, and use it like a tablet. And so I get it. I get the fix, but he wants me to engineer him a part that doesn't exist because the button broke, and you can turn it on by putting a flat blade screwdriver and jumping the three metal tabs that stick out on the motherboard. And so it turns on, but he wants me to engineer a part.
A part, yeah.
Which I'm more happy to do, but I had to think for 2 hours. Call me up. Is it done yet?
Oh, one of those.
I figured out the problem, and you need a new power brick, but no, I don't have the part engineered.
Like
it doesn't exist. I have to make one.
Yeah, I've got to
And I got 6 other computers on the bench. Calls me back on Saturday. Is it done yet?
Oh, shit.
Calls me back Sunday morning. Is it done yet?
Right.
Calls me at 5 a.m. Monday. Is it
5 a.m.?
So I said, okay, here's what we'll do. I'll bring it back I'll show you how to jump it again. And
Yeah.
when you have time that I can use it,
Then I'll fix
then
the
I can-
part.
I'll engineer
Engineer
a
the
part
part,
that
yeah.
didn't exist. And I get it back. And he looks at me, no shit. Sorry I was harassing about this, but the reason I got to get this done, I'm legit in the drawing for the Publishers Clearinghouse. And I
Are
said-
you shitting me,
And
man?
I looked at him. I said, "What do you have to
He's
do?"
waiting on an email or something?
I said, "What do you have to do on your computer to
Yeah.
get your next drawing for the Publishers Clearinghouse sweepstakes?" I got to go to their website, and they have these slot machines, and I got to spin them to get points.
Oh,
I made over 1 million points this weekend.
Bro.
And I'm thinking, it's one thing if you're addicted to solitaire, but it's bad when you're just spending 8 hours
Look, man,
because you're falling for the oldest scam.
I feel him. And look, the only reason I'm saying this is because I know the feelings, because Marlboro, and this is no thing, Marlboro's got a code now on their boxes, and you enter them in the computer and you get a chance to win, to go to the Marlboro Ranch, to go eat like all this fine food.
But that's a new gig. The
but
Publishers
I'm just saying,
Clearinghouse
that's an
sweepstake,
old-
that is
that's an
the
old
oldest
school
scam, oldest
scam.
time. I mean, I remember when my poor stepmom.
But they're all doing it, man.
But,
All the companies.
Now, the bonus is this guy's not buying magazine subscriptions like you used to have to, but he's basically spending all day on their website spinning, and I don't know if he has to pay per spin, or more than likely he has to watch advertisements.
Oh, yeah.
And so he probably gets 3 spins, has to watch 5
Watch
minutes
a-
worth of advertisements, which they make money off of.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's blowing up my phone because he's got to get his spins
God,
in for
he's
the
gotta get
Publishers
his-
Clearinghouse sweepstakes.
Dude, I'm in the hunt, man. I'm in the hunt.
He looked at me. He said, "I'm seriously a contender for the drawing."
Bro, that's
Grand
such that's like
It's sad. but
it is sad. It's like Charlie Sheen buying
Meanwhile,
lottery
his wife's
tickets.
in the other room selling houses and doing real estate, and he's just in there burning the midnight oil, spinning, waiting for his train to come in.
Dude, I'm just saying, I know somebody that not only does that, but does the Marlboro thing, man. And bro, it is an addiction, and the more codes they can enter a day, you know, and you know where I'm getting codes from.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So I'm able to enter.
We're running long.
Yeah,
let's
go.
Gordon, what's
Sorry.
next on your list?
That's funny.
Next on my list, I was
Insane.
going to actually kind of close that one out by just, hey, if you get suspicious, call, hang up, look up a legitimate business number
is just insane.
yourself.
Yeah, that's one thing I always tell people. If somebody calls you claiming to be from Microsoft, which Microsoft will never call you, or your bank or whatever, just say thank you, hang up, and call them back from the number that you have. Never, and just like those emails, the number one way people's Facebook pages get hacked is because they get a story and sent to their inbox, and they click on it, and all of a sudden, mysteriously, now they have to log back into Facebook. No, that's not Facebook. That's sending you to a website designed to look like Facebook, and the reason they're asking you to log in is so they can get your username and password. So if you ever get a link, email, anything asking you to log into your bank account or whatever, close the email out, close the link out, launch your browser, and go directly to your bank like you would any normal time, or on your phone, and enter it that way. And that is your computer security tech tip for today, Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. So the final story is there is a car out there that has the highest possible safety ratings, but it also has the most accidents in the United States. And I'm going to give you a top 10 list before I get you to this car.
Okay.
So your top 10, and these are caused by the driver of said vehicles. Number 10 is Hyundai Santa Fe Sport. Number 9 is the Chevy Trax, and it is the sole American car on the list. Number 8 is the Lexus CT. Number 7 is the Acura ILX. Number 6 is the Mazda 3. Number 5, it makes sense, Subaru WRX, which has a dubious distinction of being a car with the highest proportion of speeding offenses.
It's not all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got power. Number 4 is the Infiniti Q50. Number 3 is the Hyundai Elantra GT. Second place is the Honda HR-V, which basically 25.7% of the vehicles on the road that are an HR-V has been in an accident caused by the driver. Unfortunately for me, the number 1 vehicle is the slow Subaru Crosstrek at 25.81% of the vehicles being in a at-fault accident.
Now, you sent us photos, and you sent me a picture of Toyota Tacoma, but I noticed it's not on that list, so was that a red herring?
Yeah, what's the Tacoma rating?
Lots of red herrings in there, yes. So thing is this is a fuel-efficient vehicle, and it's an inexpensive starting base model, about $21,895, which for all-wheel drive is pretty cheap.
Nice.
And this year's model gets the highest possible safety rating from the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety, but it has been in the most involved at-fault accidents than any other car in America. And what's even more interesting is it's a small company, so it doesn't push out the volume of other vehicles. However, because these Crosstreks are involved in a disproportionate amount of their share in accidents, the drivers and passengers are often able to walk away. So as much as I love my Subarus, I got a guy that I worked for in Montana who always said, guys with Subarus don't know how to drive. This does not help my case at all.
No, that doesn't.
But I love the Crosstrek, and unfortunately saw that article on the news, and that'd be interesting to share.
All right.
And that is our resident news journalist from Las Vegas, Nevada, joining us for the WD 410 News Desk, Gordon Abernathy. Gordon, thank you so much.
Right on, Gordon.
And we are running long.
Are
it's
we?
a Sunday night.
It is. I'm done.
We're 123 minutes into this.
Holy.
It's been a long show. It's been a long night. We've had a good time with Bill from the Unsupervised Podcast.
Thank you,
He
Bill.
came in second place for our off-the-menu item food challenge. Hopefully within the last 124 minutes and 8 seconds, I've said something positive. And I came up with a new phrase I thought of today, and hopefully this will affect some of you who may be down on your luck. You're not tired of life. You're tired of the life you chose to live. So go a different route. Try something new. You'll be surprised how great life is. Life is short. Life is hard. Go out and do the things you need to do to make a positive effect on your community and the people around you, because one day you may wake up dead. Gordon.
I can be reached at Aegis1974 on Instagram, and along those lines, I believe it was Swollen Members who sang, I walk the same walk, but in different shoes.
Now, I noticed there's another Twitter account for you on Twitter. Did you launch a new Twitter page? You do have 2 accounts now.
Yes, I did launch another one.
And what is that Twitter handle?
I am horrible. I'm going to be totally like Dave right now and say I have no idea.
Go on Twitter and follow me at Donovan or DTrain410. You'll see that I had tagged Gordon and Dave, who are both locked out of their accounts on Twitter, but you can find them there, and you can find all of our information at d-410.com. Dave?
All right. Hey, we want to thank everybody for joining us, man. I want to thank you, D-Train. I want to thank you, Gordon, and thank all the people that tune in, listening to us on all the platforms, man. YouTube and Facebook and everything we got going on. And yeah, if you guys want to check me out, man, I'm at on Instagram, bro. The only thing I'm allowed to be on, and that's Dave_the_Waterman. Man, other than that, dude, let's have a stoked week, bro, and let's do it again next week, bro. Woo!